Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Exosonic Show. I'm Exosonic. This is X Nikki, and hey, it's a new day, a new day for new things to do cool things. Also, I hope your day is going pretty good, or so far, or you look forward to a good day today. Hey, what? We got King Demili up in here. Hey, King Demili, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, sir. So today on the stream, I'm just gonna jump in and start doing some art and that kind of thing. Please, if you're trying to get into Blender, I do have a small tutorial series that I'm trying to do called Blender Basics, and it starts you from zero to absolute absolutely nothing to at least one or two, so that you could learn how to use Blender. You put brackets on yesterday. Yeah. Okay. What do you mean by that, King Demuli? You put brackets on yesterday, like you didn't know what, like yesterday was like a whole. You didn't know what happened. Is that what you meant? Speaking about that, King Demuli, I just want to say thank you for braces. Okay, oh, for your teeth. Okay. Oh, you guys call it brackets? We call it braces. Oh, okay, I see. That's okay. Well, that's great. Now you look extra cool. You have a nice gleaming smile there, right? That's awesome. Did it hurt? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna jump straight into to working on some art here today, and yeah, stick with me to the end, and let's do this together. Let's go. Okay, guys, there's something cool that I want to show you guys. So there's an idea for a tool that I always wanted to make, and for some reason, like I tried to code the tool myself a couple times and didn't quite know. I was like, you know what? Let me team up with an AI, and that's what I did. I teamed up with an AI to write the script, the tool that I want. It's not perfect. I still have to work on it, but I think get a good way of doing it. Oh, there's difference between braces and brackets. Oh, okay. I just search. Okay, so brackets is something different. Okay, okay, I see. Okay, so brackets is different than braces. Okay, that's good. I'm happy for you, man. Or it's painful. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, we're here for you, King Demuli, like for sure. For sure, for sure. I'm here for you. Just let me know what's up, and yeah. Oh, you also got a fever. Well, you're in comfortable hands here, sir. So you didn't go to school today? Yeah. It happens, like yeah. I feel you. Okay, I'm gonna launch 3D Code here. I'm gonna do a little bit of work in here, and then I'll jump back into Blender and show you guys that script for that tool that I was that the AI helped me build. Wow. Is it still snowing where you are? You just installed Blender? Oh, so you got a new one? Did you get the newest Blender? Okay, if you guys are hearing a siren behind me, I told you guys I live near like a fire station, and sometimes they have rescue calls, so you're gonna hear a siren from once in a while in the stream. Okay, guys, let me show you this tool here. Okay, so this is a script. I'm just gonna run the script. Okay, I'm gonna show you the tool now. Let's go full screen with this. Top view. Okay, so this is the tool. Check it out. Haha, look at that. I feel so proud being able to draw polygons on screen. This is something that I always wanted to do in Blender like this. Yeah, I'm getting all the programs you need to work for a future project I have in mind. Oh, okay, yeah. I like gathering tools like that. Oh, that's so cool that you got that. That is awesome. So this is it, guys. That's the tool that I have. All right, I still got to work on it because there's some errors. Like one error I can show you guys right now is that if I come in here and I try to draw like another one, it's going to throw up an error. All right, so if I go and I try to draw another one, right? Look good so far, right? So if I do that, you see now I get an error, right? So I got to work on it, but I'm half the way there, guys. Woo! And it's something simple, something to do with like how Blender wants to operate, but whatever. I'm gonna save that. What project do you have in mind? So Blender is one of the tools. I'm guessing is it some sort of animation? Maybe an animation to music because you're so good at making music, Kingdom Muley. Let's go to the Wacom. You want to make an FPS game? First person, single player arena style. Monsters. Oh. Oh. Tell me more, sir. Tell me more. Serious Sam. Oh, snap. Hey, Kingdom Muley, do you know that... It's so funny you should mention Serious Sam. Do you know that Steam has a sale on Serious Sam right now? I think I'm gonna try to get it. The newest one. Remember we were talking about that the other day? Yeah, something like 80% off or something weird like that. It's a whole lot of like money off of it. You think you'll start later during the day, during the holidays? Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Especially, I mean, you seem like a very busy person, so... Because now you have a lot of school stuff to do. Yeah, yeah, coding a simple chat room in Java as a school assignment. Oh, okay, okay, okay. A chat room. You mean like you're gonna put a bot? You're gonna put a bot in there too? Oh, okay. So it's a straightforward chat room. Okay, I got you. Users just make that. Yeah. Okay, okay. That's exciting, man. Wow. Okay, so there's while I'm doing this, I'm actually looking for like some tools in here. I think I should be able to like come in here and make a tool shelf for myself. There's actually literally like a loop cut in here, and I remember using it. I'm just looking for it. I don't know where it's gone to. Yeah, it has all these weird commands. Oh, maybe because I'm not in ad split. That's why. Yeah, so these change according to the tool that you. Let me see something if this changes also. No. Where is loop? Where is loop cut? This is UVs. This is tweak. This is add geometry. Okay, should be somewhere up in here. Path. Entire mesh selected. Whatever. Alright, I just want to show you guys something else in Blender. Let's check Blender out. I want to show you guys something that I discovered in Blender. I know Blender had it for a while, but I don't know if anyone actually uses this. So let's launch Blender. And this here, this tool in Blender would be also good for Retopo, right? So we're doing Retopo right now in 3D code, which is great. I like doing Retopo in 3D code. It could be pretty quick. We're gonna get quicker and faster with it. It's not gonna be boring. But Blender actually does have tools you could put together so that you could do a retopology. So I'll show you guys that real quick here. So let's get a Suzanne head. And let's apply like let's come in here, let's generate more geometry. So we're gonna apply like a subdivision surface on this so that it has more geometry on there. Let's just do like 2. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do smooth. Okay, so say like you want to retopo this thing, right? Suzanne. What you have to do in Blender to do retopology is you have to actually create you create an object and then you shrink wrap it onto the model, right? So I'll show you guys what I do. I'll go mesh. Let's go with a plane, and let's just rotate this plane. Rotate x 90. Let's enter. Let's just make this go into edit mode of the plane. I'm just gonna scale this down. And you guys have probably seen other people do this in other tutorials. Bring this up like so. So it's to the surface of the thing that you want to retopo. Let's divide this. Oh, excuse me. I think it moved. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of 1/2. Press delete. Select it again. Let's make it a little bit tinier, like about so. Right, and this is what you would normally see somebody doing when they're retopoing in Blender, right? But I'll show you guys a little trick here. I discovered myself. It's nothing new. You may know about it already, but it's cool nonetheless. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, you have zero experience with 3D modeling, making the game. It's going to be a big challenge. Oh yeah. King the Muley, is that why you watch me most of the times? Is to try to get some experience in 3D modeling? Yo, Mason Twitch, what's up, Mason? How's it going? Good morning. How's it going? Okay, so King the Muley, you definitely got to check out the series that we have called Blender Basics on YouTube. You know where the channel is, right? You go in there and there's a playlist for it, and play the first one, and it's going to help you get some experience in 3D modeling. Okay, guys, so I was about to show you guys this tool here. Okay, so we gotta say we want to retopo on top of Suzanne right here. So the other thing that you do is apply a shrink wrap modifier. Let's come in here, shrink wrap. I'm gonna select the monkey. Right, so you notice how the polygon just kind of moves straight to Suzanne's face, right? And let's turn it. I'm gonna turn on this extra button here so we can see that edit mode. And you could do a bunch of other things, but let's leave it simple for now. So it's right here, and I'm gonna change this to the tweak tool, and I'm just gonna tweak some points. Going to the vertex mode. I'm just gonna bring the points like this. Right, so this is how I would normally retopo in Blender, right? You're using regular polygon modeling techniques and stuff like that. Like this, right? And also what you want to do, you want to be able to see the retopo mesh on top of Suzanne. And you could do a bunch of different things to be able to do that. One easiest way is to give it some offset. Just a little bit. Here using the same tool. Another way is to make the mesh kind of see-through. That's a whole nother way. Okay, so this is us retopoing. If I know any good auto retopo for Blender, yeah, Blender has a bunch of really good automatic retopology plugins here. We could check some of those now. I was about to go through like a whole bunch of retopo stuff like right now. So right now I'm actually retopoing in 3D Coat right now. And 3D Coat definitely has automatic retopo. I choose not to use some of it. I use some of it sometimes, and I go back and forth. But we're here. I just wanted to show you guys something I found out in Blender, right? So, okay, so here's a magic trick in Blender for me. If you go all the way to your left, right, there's this tool right here called Polybuild. Does anybody know about? Has anyone used Polybuild at all? I'm just wondering. I'm just putting that out there. If you haven't, what have I been coding? Oh, you're talking. Oh, my bad. You're talking to Mason. Mason, you've been coding. Oh, you've never known that existed? Polybuild is crazy, guys. So let's check out Polybuild, right? I don't know if you guys know about this. It's just nuts, right? So I discovered this. The reason why I discovered Polybuild is because there's a particular tool that I was telling and talking about earlier, right? There's a tool that I wanted to make in Blender, and that tool is reminiscent of a program that I used to use called Softimage XSI, where you could build meshes in a certain way, and it's really nice, right? But Blender is still better. So in trying to make that tool, I discovered Polybuild in Blender, and check what Polybuild does. Check this out. So you click on Polybuild over here to the left, on over X Nikki's head, and all of a sudden, you could do stuff, right? So check this out. You could just grab edges and just move them like that. Isn't that kind of cool? But you know what's the coolest part about Polybuild? Check this out. This is even cooler. You could build polygons by clicking just like in 3D Code. So if you hold, for me, I have to hold Control down, right? And check this out. I could make a point here, and then another point over here, and all of a sudden it builds a polygon. What? Look at that. I think I've seen this one time before. I just forgot about it because I thought it maybe at the time I was watching a plugin, and I didn't actually realize it was just plain old Blender. But yeah, you could build polygons using Polybuild. And what is this good for? This is good for like doing topology. So you could totally, between Polybuild and using Blender's regular, like the tweak tool and extrusions and all that, you could do some really nice topology. So right now, I mean, this is not particularly looking that good, but you know, yeah, this is what you could do. It completely blew my mind. Let's see here. And if I wanted to apply like a subdivision surface onto this, I totally can. If I could just find the subdivision surfaces. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, in generate. Yeah, like so. Right, so I probably want to apply like a subdivision surface first, then shrink wrap that onto that, guys. Okay, yeah, and you could totally play around with the different options and stuff. So yeah, this is how I would do retopology in Blender. I mean, I have retopologized in Blender already in the past, but it's kind of cool to be able to see this this program and do this kind of thing in here. Automatic retopology looks scary. Nah, it's simple. It's like if you're doing a game, you kind of and you want to like have like detailed characters. It's kind of like you need to learn a little bit about that, you know. But you could create a game with just characters that you model instead of sculpting. You know, it's mostly for sculpting. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Yeah. So it's something I discovered. That poly build thing is awesome. Let's just put that aside. I'm gonna close Blender for a minute. Let's look at automatic retopology. Right. That's the thing that you asked me about. to automatic topologize things. Yeah. Guys, just stick with us. We definitely be into doing all that stuff. So auto retopo, um, for Blender, right? That's what he asked me. So let's do a search on that one real quick. Oh yes. Hey, Kingdom Mule, I actually found a VST plugin I could use for LMMS that has not really guitars, but I got some amps and stuff like that, or something like that, where I could like throw some effects on LMMS's guitars and make them sound a little bit better. Because all the other plugins that has straight up guitars, for some reason they didn't work. Like on Linux, it was all over the place. Yeah. I'll show you what I found in a little bit here. Let's look for some auto retopo. I think there's Topo Gun. I think that may be a standalone thing. Blender, right? Hold on. 8 awesome Blender add-ons for retopology. Quad remesher. Okay, so the quickest way to find that out is to go like Blender Market. Let's go Blender Market. Blender Market. All right. So anybody out there, if you really want to like extend Blender and find like really good tools, Blender Market is definitely the place to go. That's I have an account there. I put Blender Market. Okay. Blender Market. Let's jump in there. Topo Gun 3 has an amazing showcase video. Yeah, you got back into Blender this week. Okay. Yeah, with scripting. Yeah, I could see that. Scripting is, yeah. Yeah, it takes a while. I think it's like being able to create like really good art and script at the same time is too like it should be the same kind of, it should come from all the same place, because I think scripting is kind of creative also, but it feels almost like two different brains sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I have to like try to, especially with doing Soul 3000, I have to like script and code, like more code stuff. And it's not the most favorite thing I like to do, because I'm definitely not like a programmer by any stretch of the imagination, but I have to learn it if I want to create this thing, right? Luckily I do have a brother who is like a hardcore programmer, so he helps with a lot of the stuff. Most of the stuff that you see is his work anyway. So, it allows me to focus on just doing like the art and animation. But I do still have to code some things, because he's not always available. Okay, so here we are. So yeah, definitely go to Blender Market, guys. Why is this like white? Isn't it supposed to be like dark? Is there no dark theme in here? In the site? Maybe not. We go to the bottom. Anyways, it's all good. Let's see here. Wow, they have like a ton of Retopo things. Retopo Planes 1.5. And you're saying that Topo Gun is looking pretty sweet now. Let's check out Topo Gun 3. If you're gonna buy a whole new program, I mean, yeah, Topo Gun maybe. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what Topo Gun 3 has to offer. Oh yeah, that looks great. I mean, just this right here looks great. So basically, like the stuff that I'm seeing here, you could do this in 3D code. It's just I'm not like overly proficient right now. Is I just have to like take all the tools for it and put it in one place. But Topogun looks like, because it's so focused on just that, like it's easy to just get to the tools, and I think that's a big deal. That's the only thing I would say with 3D code, is that you would have to spend time putting the tools aside that you want, and then you could do this kind of stuff. But yeah, Topogun looks amazing though. And that's the biggest part about like any 3D program, is having access to the tools you need. You see that they have a video? Yeah, Zeb. Oh, he's a 3D modeler also. That's awesome. Oh, he made custom maps for serious. Wow, that's great. I know, like back in the day, people used to make custom maps for like Quake and stuff like that. That was a big deal back then. Featured support. Don't they link to like their videos online? I just have to go to YouTube or something. Oh really? Serious? The devs hired him. That wow. Well, we all want to get to that point, right, guys? Where someone else could see the value in what you do and then ask you to help them. Let's see here. Download. Frequently asked questions. Yeah, see, look, it's not. There's no Linux version right here. You guys are going to hear me say that. There's no Linux version? Look, Apple, Windows. What is this? Topogun license server. There's two Windows version. There's a server license version. There's a license server for Windows. That's just to run, and then the Windows build. Why is there no Linux version? We have to go on the forums and tell them to make a Linux version. You can get me the Linux version, really? It just runs fine in Wine, yeah. I think that's what they're gonna tell me. They're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, yo, you're writing me, so they're gonna be like, yo, just run it in Wine. That's what I already do for like some things. I already run some things in Wine, but wine is never the answer, right? You get drunk off of wine. Where's the video? Let's see if we can find a cool video here. Let's do by time. Duration, time, anytime. Nope, not anytime. Let's do in the past month. It's a time lapse. Time lapses are fun. Let's see. Watch here. Oh, let me turn the audio off. So the time lapse, of course, if you go really fast, nobody actually works like this, guys. This is literally sped up. And that's why if you look at all my videos, I try not to speed them up. I think I sped up one or two videos in the past. But it really doesn't give you a sense of what it's like working with the program and how to actually use it. But it's fun to watch though. And since it's definitely inspirational. Definitely not dissing. Oh, you linked the video? Okay, yep, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, yep. Let's go. Yo, what's up?
3D underscore dear just followed.
That's a dancing robot, by the way, guys. Somebody asked me like, what is that? It's like, come on, guys. If you watch the show, you know that's a robot that we created here on the show, and he's dancing because you just joined. So 3D Dirt, thanks for the follow. Be sure to check out the yo. Yeah, boy. That's Ex Nikki, what do you think? Okay, let's go. Let's check that link out. Hold on a minute here, guys. I'm trying to get organized. I'm trying to pull up the link that Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Mason, you actually put the link in the. Okay. Oh, I got it. My bad. I'm getting it. Yeah, it's in the chat. Yeah, I see it. I'm getting it. Copy. Okay, let's see. Let's go straight. Of course, Mason, I trust you that this is not going to be something inappropriate. Ugh. Guys, I'm having a. What's going on here? Hold on. I can't just copy my keyboard. I should just swap this keyboard out. I have a like. It's copy. Hold on. I get it. You think copying a link would be like 2 seconds? Nope, it's gotta be a process. Okay, let's let's do this. There it is. There we go. Did I play the music from this? The music is probably hot. Let's hear it. You could use Xnicky to say your name. Can somebody use Xnicky to say 3D Dur's name? There's an underscore. I think it's Dur. Whoa! That's hot. You just isolated the air and then evaluated the air and made a topology. Wow. Oh, snap. That's hot. What? See, wait a minute here. King. Whoa, hold on. So you could make an entire mesh in how long? Let's see how. Oh my. Oh my. Mesa, you said. Mesa, that is classic. Oh my god. Mesa, I'm sorry. Mesa was like, oh yeah, the reason why you remember the song is because I sent it like a year ago. Oh my god. Oh, oh man. Mason, would you ever forgive me? And it looked familiar, so I just didn't want to say anything, but yeah. Mason sent this to me a year ago, and he probably even sent it to me twice. And we probably watched it a bunch of times. That's why. So 3D Dur, are you into doing 3D? Seeing that there's 3D in your name and all that sort of stuff. I specialize in modeling a little bit. What we do here is mostly art, right? So like I do drawing, also do 3D sculpting, and it's all towards game development. So literally, we're doing games, and there's a lot of people on here that does music also. So music is another part of the stream. So it's more of a creative stream. You're learning character modeling. That's awesome. So I haven't character modeled in maybe a year or so, but we do character modeling on here. And this year we'll definitely get back to that for sure. I like creating original art and modeling original characters, but nothing is wrong with doing characters that people out there recognize, right? Nothing wrong with doing Spider-Man and all that other stuff. But yeah, yeah. Wow, nice to have you. Welcome, welcome. Make sure and join our Discord. You'll see a lot of really nice guys and girls on there, and so on and so forth. Nice people. And you could get to talk with me anytime. So yeah, make sure and join Discord. So yeah, so wow, that was awesome. So Topogun is definitely top notch, right? Topogun is like the Adobe of retopology at this point, because look at that video. That was a year ago, right? Okay, yeah. So you want advice on your? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you want me to do that right now? Just send me a link. Or if you want me to do it offline, I could do that also. But I mean offline meaning not on stream. But if you want me to do it on stream, just just go ahead and send me the link in Discord, and I'll take a look at it. Or however you want to show me, just let me know. Yeah, I have no problems giving you advice on that. Topogon is cool, guys, but you know me. I like 3D code. I like 3D code, and we use Blender, right? Let's see if I wonder if I could play the music. I'm gonna try something. Let's play the Topogon music and see if I could like. Let's see which part. We can't do the whole character, but let's do I could probably do the whole character, but it'll probably give me sweats, right? Oh, okay, your Maya user, great. Maya is awesome. We use Blender on here, but I'm definitely familiar with Maya and the tools in Maya. I've used Maya in the past, but if you're talking about those kinds of tools that Autodesk make, and then before Autodesk, who I forgot who owned Maya. Was as Alias Wavefront. Yeah, Alias Wavefront owned Maya, and I was using Maya back when Alias Wavefront had them. So that's many years ago. Not to date myself, but yeah, Maya is awesome. I like it, and but the main Autodesk program that I use in a professional studio would be 3D Studio Max. That's the one that I use. Yo, look who's up here. Is let me take names, please. Hey, how's it going? Oh, another new follower. Hey, how's it going? It's been a minute. Hello, how are you doing?
こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。
Bro, I texted twice, bro. Yeah. Hey, check this out. So like, I'm going to play that Retopo gun video that Mason posted in the background for the music. and I'm gonna try to do that in 3D Code. What do you think the results are gonna be? You think it's gonna be cool like Retopo gun? I don't think I'm that versed yet. You guys have to give me at least like maybe 2 more months before I could model like in a sped up way like that video. Just give me 2 months and I'll be able to. I've done it before in the past. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I make tutorials. That's correct. Yeah. No, making a Maya or like a 3D Studio Max tutorial. I made a 3D Studio Max tutorial like a long time ago, and it was a bullet going through some clouds, and that was my first tutorial I ever made. And I should make that in Blender actually one of these days. Oh, here we go. Can I do this in Blender? Oh my gosh. If I do a side by side, it'll be crazy. Okay, just to remind everybody, check out the Topogon video right here. I'm just gonna remind everybody with this. Yeah, I also make tutorials. You check it out on check out our YouTube channel and you'll see some on there. I hope this video is not I hope the music is not copyrighted. It probably is. Oh, yo, Mason, this is hot. I mean the picture that you're trying to do. In Twitch, you'll see the links to the YouTube channel and the Discord. But I'll send it to you in a minute. I'll give it to you in a minute. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Am I on repeat here? Oh my! I did this already. Hey, maybe let's see if I can do it again. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready? Don't laugh at me. It's good. Okay, no excuses. Topogon level retopoing in 3D Code. Are you guys ready? I don't want. Should I do the hand? Let's see. Okay, here we go. It's a loop. It's a loop, yeah. I'm on a loop. Okay, guys, ready? 3, 2, 1. There you go. Hold on. There's another one. I think I told you guys I need at least like 2 more months to get up to that speed, right? This is a sped up video. You're basically watching maybe like, a couple weeks worth of work. Well, a couple hours worth of work here. Right? It's not happening this fast. I'll get there, so don't worry about it. Okay, yes, enough of that. Let me show you guys how to get to our YouTube channel and to the Discord, just in case if anybody out there wants to know, and then we'll get back into actually doing some work. Okay, I just want to do this one time here. All right, it's enough of that chaos. Can I show my work? Can I? Can somebody answer that to 3D Dur? Yes, I can. I do that all the time. Let's go. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go onto the desktop here, and let's just go to the different parts here real quick, and then we'll get back into doing some actual work here. So I was just goofing around with all that 3D stuff. But yeah, 3D Code, you can literally do automatic Retopo in 3D Code, right? So if you could bring in a mesh and just with like 2 buttons, it would actually Retopo the entire mesh for you, because there's like an intelligent algorithm built into the program. And I think I've shown this in the past. I personally just like to do it by hand, especially if it's the main character. So let's see here. So this is our well, you know, Twitch. If I go into Twitch right here, this is the first place you could get me, and it's gonna like do a kind of weird mirroring thing because I'm looking at Twitch twice. And right here on the about section of Twitch, you could click on YouTube right here. Oh, wait a minute, I have a magnifier. Check this out. Yo, I can magnify. Check it out. I just got that. It's in Linux. So this is a YouTube right here, and we got a Discord. I even have a SoundCloud. Whoa, King Demili, do I hear music playing? So the music you're hearing right now on the channel on the stream is music that I've made. Not all the time, but most of the time it's music that I've made in the past. And people like King Demili makes music, and I don't know, Mason, do you make music also? I know like almost everybody for some reason almost everybody makes some level of music on in our community. Okay, so if you click on YouTube here, it'll take you to YouTube. I could literally use 3D Code to show you guys how I will show you guys how to auto Retopo in 3D Code, and you're gonna look at me and you're gonna be like, Nick, why are you doing it by hand? Okay, so this is our YouTube channel, right? And there's a whole bunch of there's all kinds of videos on here, right? So if you click on videos in YouTube right over here, so if you want to get to my channel by the search, let's see here. Oops. Oh my gosh. So let's go to Google. Do you use Google? Let's go to Google. I don't use it, but I guess I kind of use it indirectly. So if you go to Google, okay, and you just do a search for, let's search exercise Nick and see what we get. I don't know. I think I searched myself a few times. Hopefully nothing bad. Close your eyes first and I'll tell you guys when to open it. Okay, so if you do exercise Nick, yeah, look at that. It comes up with the Twitch channel and YouTube. Wow, didn't know that. Okay. And then once you're on here, you could go to videos. We just redeemed
King Demili just redeemed posture check.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, King Demili, how do you know how do you guys know that? How do you guys know that I'm hunching over my stuff and I have to straighten up? I literally have like cushions that I should be touching with my back. So, I mean, I don't have back problems. I'm pretty upright when I stand. You guys seen videos of me already? Yes.
Let me take a name, please. Just redeemed posture check.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Just straighten up the back, straighten up the neck. And normally I would do this, I would open the webcam and show you guys I'm actually doing it, but I'm not gonna break the immersiveness of exercising, right? So let's go. Blah blah. So let's see here. So we got these videos. So these are all the, if you go on the videos, you see all the recent videos that we've made. So the last one was 6 days ago, which is bad. I should be streaming almost every day, and I'm going to try. I don't want to make any more promises and break them, right, guys? But I'm gonna try to stream every day. So every stream we try to create things, and we try to create. I try to create different things from time to time. Like we created like a mug, and like a hutch, kind of like a cabinet, and some hinges, and few times and once in a while I would do game development, art, which is level design and character modeling. I haven't character modeled since, like, let's go down here, since a while back. So I mean, I'm talking about the character models for the games, but we did do a human face, like this girl's face, and we did a bunch of stuff. It's all long format, so you could actually see how to do it without like sped up stuff. So you could check that out. And yeah, this one we did some level design in the last one, just a little bit. And if you click on playlist, it's actually organized by sections, right? So we have all the tutorials right here in a tutorial section. And I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago, by the way, which has a lot of East Indian people. Just so that you know that 3D to her if you're from India. So I'm well aware. I really like curry and all that sort of stuff. So I grew up with a lot of Indian culture, or East Indian culture. I know about the different festivals like Diwali and all that. I know about all that stuff, believe it or not. So I grew up in Trinidad. That's in the Caribbean, and we have all those sorts of things. And also right here, we have all the art stuff for Exocyanic, right? Which is for the game Soul 3000, which is what we're developing. Do I know people from India? Well, I mean, they were from India at some point, right? I mean, their parents may have. I think that maybe their grandparents in Trinidad came from probably straight from India, maybe great grandparents. I know one guy. I used to work at a engineering firm, like 2 or 3 years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, excuse me. And he was from India. His name was VJ, you know, and we got along really well because I knew his culture, you know. Anyways, that's that. And yeah, if you look under art, you'll see a list. It'll list all the streams that we've ever done. Believe it or not, I had the coherence to be disorganized. To be disorganized, not disorganized. Anyway, so that's that. Can I show my work? Yeah. So like, let's see here. I can show you, if you're into characters. I'll just show you real quick before we continue. Unless unless you're satisfied now. Let's see here. Let's go into work. I could show some of the character concepts for. So I'm helping to create like art, right? 3D art and concept design and modeling and some coding and animation for a game that is being developed called Soul 3000, and it's presently on Steam as a placeholder. It's not the full version that you're seeing here on the stream. So let's see here. So if I go into character design, which a lot of people like character design, right? Everybody wants to see characters. Give us characters, right? I have some heroes. I have some enemies. Let's go into the enemies. I don't feel like to show the heroes too much because I don't want to give away too much, but I can show you guys a few things. You can look at some of the older videos to see them. But let's see here. Let's go into the scout guy here. So we have characters like this, which I drew, and we used AI. We use AI on here. I don't use AI to generate art, really. I use it more to help with art, and only just recently. So most of this was just me just This is not AI, this is just hand painting. But what the AI did do, I'll show you what the AI did. Well, not with this one. Let's go to another one. Let's go to these right here. So this is what the AI did. So I did something, there's a particular way you could do concept art, and it's called it's kind of like using shapes. I forgot the name of it. There's a particular name for it. But oh yeah, this is after the fact though. Hold on. Final ref. Is ref in here? Okay, yeah, so I took some reference. This is what we've done in the past, and I'm going to get back to this. So I took some photo reference of crabs, and I wanted to create like this crab enemy, right? It was kind of like a machine. So we got different pictures, and we've done this in the past. There's videos of this. And we'll do it in the future again, right? Take some of that stuff, and then we use certain concept art principles. And I did kind of like a shadow sketch, right? I can't remember the exact name. Silhouette sketching. There you go. Can somebody help me out? You guys been with me for a minute. Silhouette sketching. There you go. I did a silhouette sketch of what I think the enemy would look like. And the silhouette sketch looks something like this. But then I take that silhouette sketch and dump it into like a stable diffusion or something like that, right? So I take my sketch, dump it into there, and what stable diffusion does, it just gives me different versions of what I already created, right? So that's all it's going to do. So I'll show you the different versions, you know, just kind of vary it up a little bit. And what I do is take what I created and take the different versions and take all the best parts out of it and put it in like Photoshop or the GIMP or whatever. And we come up with this final art for this character right here, right? If you like human characters, I do human characters a lot, right? But I'm just showing you this one here. So we come up with concept art like this, and then we're going to like Blender, because that's the main 3D program that we're using on here, only because it's free. Don't have to go to Autodesk. I also use Linux. I know there's Linux, there's Maya for Linux also, I know that. But I don't like Autodesk, you know, policies that much. So we're using Blender, and plus anyone out there could get Blender. So that's the best things. And the things you learn in Blender, you could actually apply it in Maya and 3D Studio Max to some degree, especially when it comes to modeling, right? So so I do have that crab character in here. So we created him in here. I'll show you what it looked like. And he's game ready, right? So we retopoed him and we added bones and animation. So I'll show you what that looks like. Let's go in here. Let's see here. Workflows, files, Blender Arts, characters. Which guy is this? This is... hold on. Okay, machine A. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Oh, this is a different guy. Let's see if we can get the other guy. Huh, which one is this? As you can see, I still have to organize this part of my mesh creation. It's probably not it either. It's loading. It's taking forever. It's loading. Anyways, guys, yeah, so we're gonna get back into some of this stuff in the future. But for now, we're gonna get into some level design. Oh my gosh, I opened something huge. It's like loading. In the meantime, I'm gonna switch over to the Wacom. Let's get rid of that. Oh wow, I haven't seen this guy in like forever. Is this guy loading? Whoa. Okay, let's go back to Blender here. I'll show you the first. Oh my gosh, this guy's old. Why am? What? Hold on, guys. Let's have to sort by date here. Okay, so this, seeing that you're into human characters, this is, it's loading. It's loading the textures. Okay, here you go. So if you're into, so you see you're into human characters. I was looking for the little crab guy, but you could look at previous videos and see him. Whatever. But this is like one of the main characters. Actually, this is the heroine of the game, and this is the kind of stuff we create here on stream, right? You know, I would create her, and then, you know, I just put like a basic animation on her, like a mocap animation, just to make sure how the character could like move. But we actually have custom animations that we do on here. So anyway, so that's it. Yeah, that's enough for me. You could all see it online. It's all good. So that's what we do here. With the help of all the community, it's possible. There you go. Ew. I think, guys, I even have an updated head for her. Right? Remember I think we did that in an episode where we did the hair and everything like that. All in Blender. There's a plugin for that. And we went through all of that in the past. Okay, so let's get back. Yeah, this crab guy is somewhere. I was playing with him the other day. I don't feel like to look for him anymore. So okay, I'm not gonna feel good until I do a little bit more Retopo in 3D code, and then we're gonna jump up. Yeah, actually, yeah, this is right. There we go. This is, oh, it's the wrong screen. This is Soul 3000 development, and I'm just gonna do a little bit on this, and then we're gonna switch over to something a little more dynamic, right? How did I make the hair mason? So there's a plugin. I used to make hair using hair cards, and that's a simple way to go about creating hair in any 3D program, and that's what they all use in games. Kind of these strips of polygons with hair texture on them. But there's a really nice program. I'm going to pull that up real quick so you guys could take a look at that. It's a really nice program. Oh, you know what? Before we even jump onto that, Mason. So yeah, do you want me to review your head and stuff here on stream? I'm just going to ask that up front. Because I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so let's jump into that. Let's jump into talking about hair and Blender and looking at Mason's model here real quickly. I think I actually had a whole stream about hair actually in the past. We'll look at that too. Not at the stream, but you know, we'll talk about that. Let's jump in. Let's take a look at let's take a look at this.
How interesting. Just look at that.
Mason, this is good work, by the way. Very, very awesome. You know, coming from this here, like what you were doing to this, you know, it's pretty good progress. I like it. Let's take a look. This is Mason's work. Behind the ear, the face, So I could give you let's do a little run through on it. And maybe I could sketch on it. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I'll give you a few tips. So you're trying to is this Darwin? I can't, it looks like somebody. But it could just be a picture of an old timer back in the cowboy days, right? Right. The main problem is that, yeah, I'm not sure that, okay, that head. Okay, you said that a couple times before too. That's Tolstoy. Tolstoy. Okay. Yeah, the huge nose. The nose is so cool. Reminds me of a animation that came out about Santa Claus and all that sort of stuff. The characters had kind of bulbous noses like this. It was so cool. Okay, so check this out. So, all right, so this is what you want to do, right? So this character, you're doing the right thing by not giving up and starting afresh. I have thoughts on even that method of starting fresh, but I'm glad you're sticking with what you're doing. Okay, the first thing is first off the bat is that the character's face is flat, right? You know, I should probably try to sketch on this. Screen sketch. Can we do a screen? I had screen sketch tools at one point. Oh my gosh. Let's just use the GIMP. Let me see if I could get the Wacom on here. And I'll show you what I mean. No Wacom. Hold on. Hold on. Hilda. Oh. Okay, we got a Wacom on here. Just gonna give me a second here, guys. Okay. Back in action. Can I do it like that? Is that okay? Can you guys still see this? I'm not sure because everybody's on different devices, right? You might be on a phone or something. All right, so like let's just run through these images real quick. So first of all, the face is kind of flat. And like when you're running into sculpting problems, it's because like the underlying shape is not where it should be. And before you went straight in for like all this detail, like you did like his cheeks, and you tried to do his mouth, you did his ears, you did his nose, and then you did like wrinkle on his forehead. And when you're sculpting a person from a photo, you kind of want to stay away from doing these details before to get things to look right. You want to stay away from detail. Detail is your enemy. And when you're finished and everything looks good, then you add detail and things look hot. At least that's my philosophy, and I think that's a philosophy of other sculptors also. I look at traditional sculptors and other digital sculptors. So who are you, Mason? Are you looking at anybody who sculpts like really well? Besides yours truly. I'm just joking. But anyone else on? Oh my gosh. Are you looking at anyone else out there that actually sculpts? Because that might help. Because it kind of helps keep your head in the right place by pretending that you're them. So the face is too flat, and I'll show you what I mean. Here, let's just grab a screenshot of this. Just gonna dump this in the GIMP. Let's go new. Let's go GIMP. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna mark it out. I'm not gonna try to fix this in the GIMP. I'm just gonna mark out. Yeah, you try to copy off of a speed character. He's video sculpting. Okay. Yeah, so that's a bad thing about speed videos. They give you a false sense that you could like model things quickly. And that's speed is not the goal when you're modeling anything. Obviously, if you watch this chat, if you watch the exercising show, you would know that, right? Like, speed, like, man, this exercising guy is slow. Nah, I'm not slow. I'm really fast. But when I'm actually doing things on stream here, because I know the audience, I try to slow myself down, and it helps me to focus on quality. And I think like with your model right here, you did a really good job, but you want to focus on the quality of the shapes. So I'll show you right here. Let me just do a sketch. Let me just get some let me get a brush. Let me get rid of this dumb ruler thing. Go back to brush here. Let me see. Can you guys see that? No? Hold on. Make that a little bit brighter. Can you guys see this? Okay. What if I go green? Can you see green better? Okay, I'm gonna zoom into Mason's face here. I'm gonna hide that. Okay, so like you gotta look at the reference also. So let's bring up the reference. Right, so you have a straight on reference. If you're sculpting somebody, like getting straight on reference like this is good, but you kind of gotta know like how a face forms on the side. So like the first of all, his skull, his brow right here looks kind of flat, right? But it actually is tilted back like this. Hold on, let me make this a little bit smaller. Should you get a drawing tablet? Yeah, you could get a drawing tablet. You don't have to, because I used the mouse for many years. I used to actually draw with the mouse. You know, I think it kind of helps you a little bit, kind of focus on important things. If you get a pen tablet, you immediately feel as if like you could do anything. But you could get one if you want. Yeah, so like his skull should be back like this. Right, and you have a pronounced brow, so his brow is pronounced, right? So like you want to focus on this part here, but you want to like orbit it like that. So it's like more like this, and then like here comes in like that, and he has like this like, you know, little cheeks happening. So his cheeks has to probably be out the same depth as his brow, and then you want to dive in here, because that's his eye socket, right? So his cheeks should be like that, and you kind of want to come down a little more. So his face here, it could come down more. I see you focus on like the thing around his mouth. Don't focus on those things as yet. And you have to kind of guess his chin, right? So just give him a little bit more of a chin. So I think his profile could be more like this in the 3/4 view that you're doing. And his nose is okay, but the nose, like when you're sculpting things, you want like to see primitive shapes in the sculpt. So you want to see like this kind of thing, right? You want to break his nose up, and the nose has like this kind of I think it's a trapezoid, it's called, kind of thing to it. But you want to do this first and then droop his nose down, so you know, and then take like a brush and pull his nose down so it covers it. It's like that, you know, it's kind of down like that. But you want to start with a trapezoid like this right here, and make it more bulbous, and then cut away some of his you see like right here you have like it goes straight from the nose. You want to like give his nose a little table up here, and then come up like that. So you want another plane up here, and you do that by using the scrape, like the scrape brush in Blender, like the scrape and flatten brushes. You opening Blender for the first time, King Demuli? Are you getting inspired? Yeah, just open it and just start. Just start throwing boxes around. Oh, you have to go? Okay, I'll see you later, 3D Dura. And yeah, join the Discord, man. Like, seriously. You know, and yeah, nice to see you. Take it easy. Scrape brush? Yeah, the scrape brush, that's right. Can I use the suggestion box? Yeah, sure. Why not? Of course. Does it allow you to be used? I mean, you should be able to leave a suggestion in there. Let's see here. And one of the suggestions shouldn't be that oh, XXI Nick needs to shut up. So that's not a suggestion that we accept here. It's just joking. Okay, see you later. See you later, 3D dear. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Cuteness over 9,000!
Yeah, so Mason, this is what I would do. So you want to go ahead and like scrape down his head a bit, like what I'm showing you here, and just kind of try to bring the shapes closer to his face. So the shapes you want to look at, get rid of the eyes. Don't put any eyes in there as yet, right? Don't put any eyes in. Let's put a big X by his eyes. Don't do that. Don't do the ears as yet. You know, don't focus on those things. Don't put any wrinkles in his brow. Just get the shape of his brow, and the shape would be like this, going like that, and then the back of his head. I think. Let me look at your picture. Let's look at the back of the head. So you're not really showing me the back of the head, so I'm thinking it has problems. So like the humans, so the shape of the human head is kind of like, doing humans are hard, right? Doing humans are hard. The most similar thing to Blender I did was AutoCAD in school. Oh yeah, love AutoCAD. AutoCAD is pretty cool. King Demuli, that's awesome. There's a free CAD program that I use here on Linux called LibreCAD. Do I have it on here? If that's something that you're interested in, I could also stream doing a little bit of LibreCAD. Oh, it's right here. I'm typing stuff and it's right there. Yeah, it's a CAD program here. It's free. I think you could get it on Windows too. I think there's also something called QCAD also. Yeah. That's awesome. You sent one from the back? Okay, let me take a look. You guys are seeing my Discord. It's all good. Oh, you sent one from the back? Do I have to refresh this thing or what's up? Oh, the first one. Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, there you go. So that's the first thing I looked at. Yeah, so I guess the back of the head would have problems. Yeah. So like here, let's just take a screenshot. Alt. Copy. So ultimately, what you're trying to do is to create. All right, the back of the head needs to come in like this. Not like that, but like a little bit lower down. Right? You want more definition, right? I probably went in a little too much there, but it's fine. Right? You want more of that happening, right? Oh, this eraser is so weak. What's going on here? What? Why isn't it? Oh, it's because it's floating. Duh. Anyways, yeah. What do you want? Yeah, you actually want to cut into like, you want more of that kind of thing happening to the back of the head. So let me see if I have any resources that I probably could have. I think I may have put some resources out there, but let's take a look. I think there's a resource that shows you how to like do a basic like human anatomy. Like it starts with the head and it works all its way down. Is the throat okay? I could not find any images of the throat since his beard. Yeah. So basically what you're trying to do, you're trying to create like an anatomy sculpt first and then kind of move the shapes into like how his face is. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like his throat. Yeah, like you can't. Yeah, it's like you try to do too much at once, and like even his jawline, like his jaw needs to be different, right? So his jaw. Let's see here. Just gonna stick another picture here. Oh, wait a minute. Can I go back? Yeah, I could go back. Let's just use this one. Yeah, like his. Well, you can't really see it that well here. Let's copy this one. Alt print screen. Okay, copy clipboard. Let's drop another one in here. There you go. All right, so with this, you're deforming. I like it. King is like, I literally don't know what I'm doing. I'm just deforming a cube. That's awesome. What you should do, King Demuli, look at that tutorial I did called starting Blender Blender Basics. In there, like the second video, it shows you how to create 3D text. That's the first thing I learned to do in 3D. So the jaw, you need to cut away at the jaw, right? And make his jaw like this. Right? And the way you do that is that you just come in right here. Let's zoom into this. Yeah, you take the scrape brush or whatever brush or flatten brush or whatever it is, and just go like right here and create this shape like here. Just start to take the brush and start to brush away on the bottom until you get that shape of the jaw right there. It's like, you know what? You should have just sent me your file. I think we've done this in the past. I think I took your files and made them my own. So don't do that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so this is cool. Yeah, the lips need to fix. The lips actually come like this. Even though it looked like he's frowning, you still want this kind of thing like this. And you would only know that is if you have like an anatomy chart or anatomy book. You know, his lips kind of come like that. Don't do the cheeks like that. The cheeks come like this. You want this on the cheek. Don't do the like that frown line there. The frown line is too pronounced. You want the frown line to come like this. If your frown line went the other way, it should come like this. Despite what you see in the picture, let's go back to the picture. Yeah, you see his frown lines go the other way. This part here. Your suggestion is too hard. Wait a minute, hold on here. What's your suggestion? No. If you want, you can make the suggestion right now. It's all good. Or you could just leave it in the suggestion box, or you could just send it to me on Discord. It's all good. Or you could do it right now. What's your suggestion? Invite Kai Sinat to your stream. That's my suggestion. I'll probably have to pay him. He's like, what do you guys do here? And then you put on a Batman suit and be like, I don't know what's going on. Or something. I don't know. Yo, King
Demuli
snap.
just redeemed hydrate.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna hydrate right now. Yeah, that was good. Thank you. Thank you, King Demilly. Saving me one health tip at a time. Good work, man. Like, keep it up. Just do those few things I told you with the with the sculpt brush.
Let me
Yo.
take a name, please. Just redeemed posture check.
Oh, thank you. Let me take name. Let me take name, please. Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Whew. Oh yeah. Feeling healthier by the minute. Okay, so your suggestion was to draw in Blender blindfolded. Oh my. What? Yeah, that's hard because you need eyes to see what you're doing. It might, but not to draw in Blender. I mean, just to draw blindfolded, right? That's what you mean. Because you could draw in Blender, but I'm not drawing in Blender here. I'm drawing in a program called 3D Code. Oh, not 2D Code. That's my bad. In the GIMP. This is the GIMP, guys. It's like a free version. It's a program that's like Photoshop, but it's free. And you can get it on Windows, Mac, and Linux, of course. Oh, did you? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, I should probably take my Discord here a little bit. Oh snap! I knew you'd have put something in there like that. That's fun though. Oh, let's check this out. Let's see here. Wow, good work, King Emil. You getting it? Are you sculpting too? Wow. So so you're probably wondering. Why when you sculpt it's not looking like a sculpture, right? Okay, so check this out, King Demilio. You want to see some magic? So you see how you're trying to sculpt on the cube? Just turn that button right there. Turn this button right there on. You see this one right here called Auto Dino Topo? Oh, sorry, excuse me, Dino Topo. This one to the top of your screen. Press that, turn that on, and then sculpt on your box and see what happens. Just be careful. Don't zoom too far into your box. You can zoom a little bit in. And then, be careful you don't want your computer to crash with it. And let's check this other artwork out right here. This is a good one. Oh, wait a minute. Who is that? Cooper? What is he doing? Is that a dance? What? That's cool. That's funny. What kind of music is he dancing to? Let's see here. He's dancing. This is a clip from DDR Mario Mix. Really? Oh yeah, look. Let's get some music from him. I got the perfect one. I made this a while back. Let's check this out. There you go. Can we get closer on this? I made it smaller. Yeah, this is close. Dancing Cooper, guys. Dancing Cooper. Where's my desktop? I thought I could have the desktop running at the same time. Yeah. I love it. Oh, you got another one? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check it out. Let's see. This is not even a hangout stream, guys, and I'm having fun already. This is supposed to be a productive, serious art stream. Let's go. I'm gonna play the video you sent me. Just waiting for all the Harbor Freight ads to be finished. Oh yeah, so you can literally Retopo things in 3D Code by just pressing a button. I'll show you guys in a minute here. I'm waiting for the ads to finish, Kingdom Mule, just in case if you don't know. Okay, ad just finished. See? What? Is it higher quality? Nope, that's the highest. Wow. That's some skill there. What?
You're too smart for me, sister.
Yeah. Wow, Luigi is
You're doing pretty good. Absolutely wonderful.
mesmerizing. I remember watching Smash Brothers. I had a little brother who used to like to play Smash Brothers a whole lot. Like he would just play that game.
You move smoothly. You're doing pretty good.
What? Thanks for sharing. That was cool.
You're a fantastic dancer.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's how you sculpt a face. Okay, so that's cool. You should put that in the interest part of the Discord. So if you have a sculpture and you want to retopo it, this is how you do that in 3D Code in just a few clicks. All right, let me make sure and preserve my work. Okay, so first of all, I got let's hide this. Okay, so say like I have this mesh, right? And it's complex and I sculpted it and I want to retopo it. So instead of doing it by hand, you could right click on the mesh itself and look at that. There's something called auto retopo. Right? You could go in there and it'll automatically try to retopo it. Let's come in here, auto retopo, right? And it brings up a dialog and you just press all these buttons and it'll do it for you. That's faster than Topogun. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I gotta put this on my bigger screen, guys. Hold on. Take it off of my little Wacom. Let's go to the bigger desktop here real quick. Okay, so in 3D Code, you load in your mesh. You right click on the mesh and say auto retopo, and 3D Code is going to do the work for you. Okay, so let's see here. It asks you how much poly counts. I'm gonna go with 50,000. That's a lot. Let's go with 25,000. Was that 50,000? I can't remember. Let's go. Anyways, whatever. So, Even 25,000 is a lot. Let's go 20,000. 2 0 0. Okay. Okay, 20,000 polys, right? And then it's going to ask you what quality you want. You want the slow, which is the best quality, or you want fast, which is draft. Let's go with fast because we're streaming. Slow, you get better results. Hard surface retopology. We could click yes. Or we could just leave that out. Voxel before for scan meshes, whatever, no. You can leave all the defaults, right? And then it's gonna say decimate. Okay, decimate model until get desired poly count. Times 1000 polygons. Let's go 10 on this. $50K is a lot. Yeah, exactly. For a single character, I would think so. No, remember when you game characters, like maybe a couple years back, only would allow you something like 6,000 polygons or something like that, or 16. I think it was 16,000. You know, that was a lot of polygons for a game character. So you kind of want to build from like old standards all the way up. And because, you know, we're testing it out, we don't need to build a whole bunch right now, right? And that's it. I'm going to press OK, and it's going to do it. There you go. 2 seconds. Now it's going to take some time because it's actually doing it. I haven't done this in a minute, guys. I haven't allowed it to do this stuff in a good minute. Oh, there you go. Look, the progress bar just came up. And 3D Code is going to go through and take this completely dense mesh. It could be a human face. It could be a building. It could be anything, and it will just take it and create a retopologized mesh. Oh, you usually count triangles? Yeah. So, I mean, the triangles will be double the polygon count, right? So, if you so say if like you have 5,000 polygons, which is 2 triangles per polygon, right? You just divide that, right? And you have, I said 10,000 polygons, right? You have like what, 20,000 tries, you know, whatever. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, it makes sense just to count the triangles itself because that's what it breaks down to in the game engine. You're right. Where's Dancing Cooper when we need him? Look at this. It's thinking. So the time it takes to think to do. Oh, look, it's just. Whoa. It didn't even do it. It's just asking me another question. Okay, so it thought about the process and it's asking me this question now. Say, hey, check this out, guys. 3D Code doing things automatically, right? So it's going to say paint. Use this tool to paint where the densest amount of detail is. So what it wants you to do is to paint on the mesh, right? Any part of the mesh that's going to have like that's going to have dense detail, right? So say if like you have a face, you'll do the face, and you paint anywhere that's dense. I'm just going to leave it, but normally I would do that. Normally I would go through and paint by the joints where I want the most amount of polygons. It literally does that. So let's not do that. I'm just going to press next. Okay. The auto retopo routine tries to produce proper edge flows automatically, but it's not always possible, blah de blah, blah de blah. So it's telling you now instead of painting where the most amount of detail should be, now I'm going to draw where all the sharp edges should be, right? I could do that now, but you don't have to. You can just press next and move on to the next thing. I'm gonna press next. Okay, so now it's actually building it. Or something like that. What happened? Oh, did it finish? Oh, no, that's mine. Oh, what happened here? Did it do anything? That could be my bad, guys. I think maybe what I should have done is to make a new layer. So I think it did it, but it did it onto nothing. Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's make a new layer. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's one way, auto retopo. Another way is to do it through decimation. You could do it too like that. Let's try that one. That one is guaranteed results. Now, does Blender have a good auto retopo tool? I do not know. I think we were looking at that on we were looking at topology tools on Blender Market, and I think those topology tools, some of them might have an auto retopo, but 3D Code definitely does it, and it's doing it right now. It just oh yeah, it's asking me about the polygon count again. I think I want to reduce this. You know, I'm gonna leave it. Let's just press go and see what it gives us. It's actually gonna decimate that down into our topology. Okay, let's do a search. Let's look for that Retopo tool here. So in Blender Market, okay, and we'll look at Retopo, and then we'll look for automatic Retopo. Retopo. Okay, here we go. All right, so Retopo planes. Let's see, Retopo flow. Which one has automatic Retopo? Grease pencil, Retopo. Look at all this stuff, man. This looks great. I mean, the images look great, right? Easy patch. I wonder if I do auto. I wonder if it will do it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at this right here. Beaver? There's a tool called Beaver if you want. Yeah, that's Beaver. Automatic retopology and retexturing. Huh. Retopo planes. Let's check this out. Demo video. Oh. It looks like it's just decimating. It probably does do. Did they build this using? No, wait a minute. So you could probably use geometry nodes to do to build like an auto retopo, like an auto retopo thing. I don't know. It's kind of boring. Okay, so so yeah, there's Beaver. Let's look for something cooler. Oh, here, 3D Code just did something. So 3D Code did retopo it, but it used decimation, right? So it made a lower res version of it. It doesn't look very pretty. So I do use this sometimes for like what do you may call it? For like rocks and for buildings and stuff like that. And it tries to do a really good job with it. Alright, so it's just made the mesh. So if we hide thing, you'll see this is a polygon mesh. We could go even simpler than that. And let's try the auto retopo. Let's see if we can get some quads happening. Let's try auto retopo again. Old style quadrangulation. I don't know what that does. Let's try this again. Let's go 10 on this instead. Let's let that go. Okay, so I'm gonna. Why is this still? This is literally still playing even though I don't have anything running. Okay. Okay, so this Retopo planes. Let's check that one out. Does this do auto retopo? Oh, look at this one. Liking what I'm seeing here so far. Demo video. Let's check that out. Another demo video without any cool music or narration. What does this do? It looks like it's more for garments or something. Like it's laying it out in planes or something. The edge flows look nice. Well, kinda. It's, yeah. Wow. That look complex. What? Okay, let's check one more out. Let's look for one that's even cooler than that. Okay. Okay, genuine trace. Retopo flow, right? So I've heard of this one. And I was kind of saving it for last, but let's see. Yeah, so this feels kind of automatic. Look at that. You can just draw strips, contours. Yeah, you just draw these lines and it creates it as it goes. This actually looks good, man. Yeah, I did hear about Retopo flow, so it's not really that automatic, but you know, the tools feel automatic. So I'm guessing if I was to use one, I would probably use this one in Blender. There's a tweak tool. This feels very 3D Cody. I like this. Let's look at the video. Oh, the video is hot. Let's see. Oh man, we gotta check that out.
Topology
What?
is so important. The quality of a mesh determines how well it renders and how well it animates. A lot of models today are created by either photoscanning or sculpting, and in both of those cases, the resulting mesh is extremely dense, inefficient, and not suitable for animation or a game engine.
Okay, so this is a
Check out
guy.
the documentation to make sure that you have the right version of Retopo Flow for your version of Blender.
Let's
Once
get
that's
straight to
done,
it.
go ahead and apply the modifier. You may want to do this on a copy of your mesh or in a copy of the file just to be safe. Down, and then continuing to make cuts from there. Again, it doesn't matter which way you drag the cut or which part of this mesh is selected. Contours
I like
works for
that.
walking around the mesh, so it even works for areas where several forms are overlapping in screen space. So for example, if we have this leg here, let's say I'm looking at it from this angle. and I want
Wow,
to start
this guy
with a
coded
finish
this.
in
This
here.
is awesome.
Well, I can just do that by holding Control, left click and dragging, and just making sure that my circle is over the mesh that I want to wrap around. Once I let go, you can see that it's only wrapped around the leg in the front and not the leg in the back. This makes it really great for working with things like fingers that are often partially occluded. If I want to
Wow,
use the back
that's
leg
pretty
instead,
good.
it is
Retopo flow.
partially
Wow,
occluded by the
this
front
might
leg.
be a plugin I might have to get
Deselect
also.
everything, again to start a new cut. Control, left click and drag, and just make sure that the circle is over that back leg.
Wow, that's hot.
Now it's wrapped perfectly around that leg instead.
What?
To adjust the loops that you've already laid down, just double click a loop, and then left click and drag, or use the hotkey G to slide it along the mesh. Selection in Retopo Flow is currently dependent on the tool, and so in contours, since we're working with loops, you can also use polystrips to extend existing geometry. So for example, if we wanted to take this quad and extend it around the neck, we could just hold Control, use a brush size that's similar enough to that quad, left click and drag, and extend it outwards. Whatever quad that we start on will be used as the starting point.
Not bad.
Again, we can do that from
Okay.
this corner vertex and not this one, otherwise things won't get attached. So again, select a couple edges, start your stroke on the corner that's perpendicular to the selection, and then draw a stroke that's parallel to the selection, just like that, and it'll extend it outwards for you. The last trick that Strokes has up its sleeve is that it can create circular loops as well. Previews generated. You
Wow.
have to fill
I
in
would
your
say this one is pretty
patches
good,
can
man.
also fill-
So I would probably, I mean, it's not completely automatic, but the tools is pretty nice. Retopo flow. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm actually gonna Retopo flow. I'm gonna bookmark this one. Do do do. Drop that in there. Is it even there? Like, what's going on? It's on the bottom of the list. Right here. Yeah, boy. Yeah. So that's cool. All right. I am going to let's continue our 3D code advance to see what 3D code gives us with the retopology. Let's try this again. This time I'm making sure I do the right things. So okay, so Teams produces proper edge flow. Okay, so it probably wants a few lines. I'm gonna give it a few. Right, it wants a few lines. I think last time I chose not to do anything. The symmetry enabled, yes it is. Whoops. Oh, why is that doing that? Yeah, it probably wants a few. It wants a few lines. Let's give it some lines. Okay. It's been a minute, guys, since I've used the auto thing in here. But getting something like that in Blender, like that one Retopo flow, I think is definitely the way to go. I'll give it a few there. Whatever. I don't have to do a whole bunch. Okay, let's go. See what it does. Press escape to stop. Yeah, it's a lot of waiting. A lot of looking. So I'm thinking I maybe let me take names as let me take names, please. I'm thinking that you probably want me to draw blindfolded. I could kind of do that. That's a good idea. I think it would be fun. Or do you want me to do 3D in Blender blindfolded? That's a different thing. I don't know. That would be complete chaos. Oh, there you go. See? Alright, guys. So, this is 3D Code's attempt at doing auto retopo with you not touching it. I think it needed more help from me, so I probably needed to draw some more of these lines. So where I did draw the lines is try to kind of hold it together. Let's hide the mesh. Oh, it totally didn't do his head. Wow, that is cool. Look at it, totally tried to do it. See? All we had to do is do a let's try this again. This is fun. Okay, this time I'm really gonna try properly. I'm not gonna screw around. Okay, so check this out. Let's try this again. Let's try the auto retopo. Let's turn back on the topology. Let's get rid of that. Let's try this again. Oh man, this is kind of fun. Let's do it. Okay, so I just did fast. Let's go for quality and speed. Or let's just go quality. It's going to take forever. Okay, and I think 10,000 polygons look pretty good. I think it could go with less. What about the armpits? Yeah, it didn't do the armpits so good. You know, it just didn't do like the top of it that good because maybe I didn't like specify certain things. I was just gonna give it another shot. Capture details, 50%. Oh, let's see here. Wow. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Hard surface retopo, auto density influencer. Okay, hard surface, retopology. What does that get rid of? I turn that on and something disappears. Or the auto density. Okay, and decimate if possible. Okay, that's fine. Decimate until desired poly count. That's fine. Smooth resulting mesh. Tangentially. Keep sharp details. Yes. Okay, let's go. I'm going to do the painting by the armpits. Okay, so we're doing it one more time. So that is quicker than that's the quickest you could ever get anywhere, right? So you just jump in, you don't have to touch any tool. You literally have to right click in a menu and fill out those different questions, right? And if you want to learn about like what each thing means, I think they have documentation on exactly what each thing means online. I've looked at it already, and it tells you what the different values are for. Or you could just test it blindly like I'm doing now. Right? And it's gonna try to read the entire mesh, and then it's gonna ask us to preserve details. And that's it. And then you press OK and it's gonna do it. Without you pulling a tool or touching a tool at all. So I've used this before, I think in the past to do I've used the auto retopo to do a full character already, and it did it really well. You just gotta like just watch it. And I forgot exactly what each option does. But once you're doing it, you know it'll come back to memory, right? Let's give it one more chance. I just read King Demuli's comment earlier. King Demuli is so funny, man. Oh my gosh. He's like, time to mute Twitch exercise to listen to YouTube exercise. But exercise neck replace you. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the YouTube me, you could control that, right? You could speed up. Okay, so this is asking me to paint like where the edge. This is the edge flows. Oh, did it do the density paint as yet? It didn't. Okay, let's add some more strokes. Let's add some by the armpit. We could do that long. We could do this. Check this out. Let's do this. I think this should work. Oh. Anywho's. Alright, that's kind of like what the Retopo float thing was doing. So we got the armpits kind of singled out there. I'd like to do this. Let's do that. Just giving it something rough, right, to work with. Why did that work? What? Oh, maybe I have to go between two? No. Did I pull the opposite action? Is that why? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's go. This is mostly a cylinder, so I'm just gonna cylinder it up. Okay, let's just do one more here. I don't understand, why did this one work? Anyways, I mean it's working, it's just changed a different color. Like, what? Why? It just made me feel like it worked and the others didn't. Ew. That is odd. Oh. What? I mean, there's no way I could touch this side here and go to this side there and get it perfect. So if I go halfway like that, then that works like that. Wow. So I didn't go all the way with that one then. Yeah. Surprised it doesn't give me a straight line to work with, but it's okay. We could do this. We'll try to get the head and then that's it. Okay, let's get this part here. Did I skip that density paint? I shouldn't done that. It's all good. Let's go. Zoop zoops. Zoop zoops. Oh yeah, I'm using the mouse by the way, just in case if you guys don't know. Like, oh, you know, it's because, you know, he uses a tablet or whatever. Nope. I use the mouse from time to time. I probably shouldn't in this case though, but I am using it. Yeah, look at that. That's all kinds of weird. let's continue here. That's fine. Oh, the most important part of the model is the crotch. Of course. Of course, the crotch. Okay. Okay, let's get this part here. Alrighty. Alright, that's enough. Enough. Let's go next. Oh, look at that. It did all kinds of weird stuff. Did it not do it? Crashed. Be right back. Okay, so I don't know why the Retopo keeps quitting on me. I think what's happening here is that, as usual, is like sometimes when you stream stuff, it doesn't like. I think the stream takes the resources or something. So let's just try this quicker. I'm gonna try it one more time. Now It's possible, guys. Believe me, it works. Whatever. Let's just try this one more time here. Everything is fine. I'm gonna move on. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Reading the mesh. Where's that crab guy? I was actually looking for that crab guy earlier and I couldn't find him. Characters. Yeah, I should totally organize my folder. I'm just dumping all my characters in here and there's definitely not the way you should do it. That should be like a war machine or something. Where is it? It's not a minion. And he's definitely not a warlord. Hey, war machine. Game ready. There you go. It's gonna open that guy up. Yeah, this crab guy. You guys see me play with this crab guy before. So that's from the... this crab guy was from that original concept art that we did. Let's go into animation. Yeah, you could animate him. Is he animated right now? Nope. But you could. Like I could select that and grab. There you go. Boing. Dun, 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 dun. Let's shade this. There you go. Yeah. Doing a little exercise, stretching right here. A little robot exercise before he gets killing. Let's see here. So it's going to this mode here. You can move this leg. So yeah, you could animate it and all that. Okay, so should you code is back? Yeah, it's skipping. It's like skipping a step. Whatever. Yeah, it's acting stupid. Whatever. I would have to restart it. Whatever, but it could do it. You know, once you have it all nice and clean, fresh. Like I have all kinds of weird stuff up in here. But once you start it, you load in your model, it does it. Yeah, look at that weird thing. Anyhows. Let's see here. Don't save. Quit. Yeah, I would totally use that one Blender plugin, guys. Anyways, so that's enough. That's enough of that. I'm just gonna jump in and we were modeling. We were looking at a level, and I'm just gonna jump in and take a look at that level. Okay. So let's see here. So levels, and it was level 1. Actually, it was a hidden level. That's what it was. And so this hidden level gate. Let's take a look at that. Yep. Yeah, so we were looking at this piece here. We were also looking at actually extending the level extension here. Okay, so we have an extension right here. We're looking at this. I was looking at this overall thing, and I'm thinking that this terrain right here needs a lot more detail to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead over here to the Wacom, and we're gonna select this. I'm just gonna apply. We're just going to go into sculpting here real quick. Take a look at this, and I'm gonna apply a Dino Topo. And I'm just going to zoom in. This is how I use dynamic topology here in Blender. And what I do is, there's different modes for this. So Dino Topo, we want it to be like a constant detail. So you go under the Dino Topo tab, and it has relative detail. And what I normally do is to turn this wireframe on to take a look at what it's doing on a wireframe level and subdivide it. Instead of relative, I go constant detail, and then I brush it a little bit. Let's get a brush, and there you go. Look at what it does right here with this a resolution of 3. So it's like the sample brush, and you could sample the actual mesh here. It's 1. So now if you run the brush, it's gonna subdivide it twice. Dino Topo, put that back on. Instead of 1, let's go 2. See what that does. It adds some more. Let's go 2.5. Add a little more detail. So I think this is enough detail to do some good work. 2.5, and let's turn it back onto regular mode here. Okay, we're gonna rotate here a little bit. I'm gonna add some more detail into this and make a smaller brush. Let's just double check this Shift Z. Yep, it's actually adding more detail. That's all we wanted. Yes, guys, so if you're working on something, like I was working trying to show that 3D Code could actually do that thing, and it was like acting all kinds of weird and funny. Sometimes it's just better to leave it alone and come back later. Also, a cool thing is just to add, like when you're doing stuff, is to add detail a little bit at a time. Like I was telling Mason, like when you're sculpting, especially when you're sculpting humans, it's better to take care of the big forms and big shapes first. And guys, I don't have all the answers, and I'm still learning too. I'm thinking I might need a little more detail in this, but let's see what we could do with just this. Just gonna preview the wireframe one more time. Yeah, I think I may need a little more detail, so I'm gonna go 3 on that. Alright, so now we got some hard shapes happening here that we could actually see. Alright, if I hold control down, it should invert. Oh, does control smooth or does it invert? Nope, it inverts. could dig into stuff. Let's see, the clay strips I think is a little bit nicer. Yep. Clay strips give more harder edge. So even for like this kind of sculpting stuff here, I jump between Blender and 3D Code, whichever one gives me better result. I just go with it. I think Blender can handle this little entrance area. And once I'm finished with this, what I would want to do is to take this and incorporate it back into the level geometry that we have, and then put it in the game, and then add the intelligent objects so that we could switch from this level into a secret area. That's the objective. So after this, we kind of have to color it and get it looking all good, then integrate it into the current mesh, which kind of may be a little bit challenging. We could come up with creative ways to do that. In actuality, now that I'm thinking of it, one of the easier ways would be to build it in such a way where this whole thing is just like a singular thing that is modular that you could stick anywhere. But I don't think, because it's a single player game for now, I don't think it lends to that. Okay, building up. Okay, so the only other thing I think I would need from this, let's try to get a little more striations in here. Trying to keep it as basic as I can. Okay, let's see if we could get some flat, like a flattened thing. It's a plateau brush. What does that do? It just raises everything to a certain plateau. Trim. This is obviously trimming something off. Flatten contrast. This is what I wanted to begin with. Let's just use this. Even with these brushes, like the flatten and all that sort of stuff, I think you could go into the options for the brush itself and adjust certain things so that it's yeah, if you want to turn up the hardness maybe. Yeah. Go in here. Yeah, so that you get a more better desired result. Yeah, so it's working. It's flattening things. Okay. Okay, one of the more interesting parts to this would eventually be us integrating this into the geometry around it and getting it textured and everything like that. As usual, you know, like if you're watching this, guys, like, you know, a lot of the stuff when you're actually doing this kind of work and streaming it, it's kind of like, you know, more or less most people want to see like the action parts, right? You have a character, you make the character look cool, the character get up and like slay a demon or something immediately, and you know, it's just like watching this cool thing unfold, right? And unfold in like a speed, you know, like you watch some of those the speed video type things and you're like, wow, you know. But in real life, like it doesn't really work out like that a whole lot, you know. It for some people it probably could, but most times it's just a lot of creating anything good takes time, and it takes a certain level of a little bit of patience here and there. Not saying that you can't do things quickly, you definitely could, but if you're trying to achieve like something really nice, sometimes you just gotta spend a little bit of time getting there. Sometimes more time than you would think, you know. It's a thing. The plateau is interesting. There's a trim plane. Yeah, I think what this does is try to bring everything up to a certain height. And to use those brushes, sometimes it's good to have like kind of like a pilot brush or pilot, sorry, mesh on the end, and you could just test all your brushes as you get them. What's this one? Oh, let's just trim again. Trim that down. Invert to fill. Yeah, so this is really trimming things back. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's just trying to flatten this out just a little bit. The armpits. Okay, zoom out of this. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that looks a little more interesting. Don't want to overdo it too much. Of course, the other side is going to need a little bit of TLC. I'm going to go back in here with the clay strips. Let's make this brush size a little bit smaller. Brush size is a little bit smaller. Okay, zoom back out. Trying to make a little bit, just make it a little bit bigger, a little bit interesting patterns. Sometimes you got to forget a little bit about, you know, the criteria you got to meet and just kind of look at it as a singular thing artistically. Alright, look at it as a singular thing artistically and just kind of try to make it look as cool as possible. Another cool thing that kind of helped me a bit, and I'm still learning, as I said, guys, and I'm nowhere there in terms of like being like this big artist and all that sort of stuff. I'm not like a big artist. I'm just a regular guy, right? But one thing that definitely helped me with like doing the art, helped me with making art that I want to make, is focusing on the things that are not necessarily that glamorous. So if you think about the things that people like say like video games, right? What's you know, if you're into action video games, right? What's one of the things that most people like to focus on? I would say one of the things would be guns, right? People like to see like cool looking guns. People like to see what else? You know, there's spaceships, cool gear. You know, a cool character with cool hair and a cool suit. And all that is, I think all that is awesome. I mean, you definitely need those things if you're making like that kind of action game. But what happens though is that all the other things that people think are boring, like maybe the environments could look cool, but to do an environment is not always like the most, it's not like, it's basically what it comes down to. Creating art is not like playing a video game. When you play a video game, or anything like that, you get like an instant thrill. Creating art, especially if you're new to creating art, especially like 3D art and drawing, 2D art, anything like that, one of the first initial fun, the most fun thing to do is the initial idea. That's the fun thing. oh, I'm gonna do this cool character, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be a girl, and she's gonna be part jellyfish, and she has this huge sword, and the sword is like a gun too, and you know, you could think of all that cool stuff, and you could do a sketch, right? You might sketch it out, or try to do like a full drawing at first, and that's as fun as that gets right there, right? That initial, and anybody could do that, right? Anybody could sit down and have all these cool ideas. Like if you watch a movie or you watch your favorite game, you could think of ways where they can make it cooler, right? You could think of all kind of ways where they can, oh, you know, this movie could be cooler if they do this, or this game. A lot of people like playing Fortnite and stuff. Or Fortnite could be cooler if they add this character in, or this gun, or whatever it is. And you may be right, but that's not only what makes a game cool. It's sometimes all the stuff that you think is boring, like the environment, right? Like small items that you pick up, the character motives, like me building the character in the game, like giving the character like a motive for being there, is sometimes some of the things that make or break like a video game franchise, right? What is this game even about? You know, I mean, does anybody even care about the topics that this game, you know, I mean, like, you mightn't think that, right? But those things actually drive and make a video game way better, right? So any cool game that you really like, they probably have all those elements in there. If a game is too shallow and just go straight for, like, you know, the simpler things like guns and characters and, you know, gameplay, what it actually feels like to play the game, if you just go straight for those things, sometimes what happens is that the game is good for a little bit, and then after a while it gets boring. So there's nothing else there, you know. And I think that's why some people complain about video games getting too boring, or you see the same things over and over, because you know, you got a lot of people sometimes in some studios, not all, who come in there and they may be like the director or the, you know, somebody who's in charge of actually making the game, and you know, sometimes, I'm not saying all the times, but sometimes they don't see it like that, you know, and they just think, you know, the game is just about making something cool, you know, and as long as they do that, their job is done, and sometimes a little bit more than that. Sometimes it's literally just that. Just making it look cool and hit all the check boxes with the guns and the characters, or the puzzles or whatever. But other times, you know, you have to dig deeper and put a little bit of meaning in the game, some philosophy. Then it becomes cool, you know. Then everything else is just icing on top of a delicious cake, right? It's game development talk, guys. Game development talk. Okay, giving this guy a little bit of a difference. And this is the next thing too. Blender brushes is pretty good, Blender sculpting, but you have to tweak the brushes. Like right now, I'm not tweaking any of the brushes, and they behave a certain way. Right, the brushes are untweaked. But from the time you start tweaking the brushes, then you start get better. The brushes you start to get better, like kind of like sculpting and that kind of thing. So I have to do a lot of work to try to bring this to look like what I think it should look like, and it's still not there, right? But it could be done. I could have done this better if I took the time to just tweak all the brushes, you know. But the brushes out the box is so basic that you mightn't really get what it is you're looking for with the way that they behave and that kind of thing. I think that's been a complaint in the past with some people, and some of the brushes here in Blender. I don't know if most programs are like that. I think ZBrush, some of the brushes work well out of the box. I'm not aware that people have to like go and tweak all of them. So I think that maybe is why ZBrush feels better for a lot of people. You could just jump in there and just start getting this. Yeah, like these brushes are not actually working in the ways I want them to, but hey, this is looking better than when we first started. Look at that. Okay guys, so I'm gonna call that a stream. I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. I'll probably come back later and we'll continue working on this and other things. It was pretty fun, you know. We had a little bit of a moment there where, you know, we were talking and we were hanging out. You know, it wasn't necessarily a hangout stream, but it was, hey, I like it, man. And I just want to shout out all the new followers that we have on here. I just want to shout out all the new followers that we have on here. You know, hey, you know, I want to shout out Cross Current. I want to shout out Sir Rex. I want to shout out 3D Der. You know, and of course I want to shout out, you know, let me take names, please, and Jonas McGee and all those people. I also want to shout out, of course, King Demuli and Mason. You know, hey, how you guys? You know, thanks for dropping in, you guys. You guys are awesome, and everyone that just dropped in the chat and just said hello. You know, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. Take it easy, and yeah, me and X Nikki had a lot of fun today. And you know, hanging out with you guys. I want to see you guys in the next stream, and look out for more on Blender Basics tutorials, right? So definitely the next tutorial on Blender Basics will be UV mapping and material creation. It's a little bit of a big topic, and I'm trying to think of a way to make it as simple as possible and finish that teacup. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. Take it easy. Bye bye.